everyone, you're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakil. There were fireworks in Parliament over Rahul Gandhi's disqualification as the opposition has drawn the battle lines in Parliament on the road to 2024 battle. Congress MPs today wore black clothes as a mark of protest, accusing the government of attacking democracy. The opposition has also rallied behind the Congress, with MPs storming the well of the Lok Sabha, showing placards and throwing papers at the Speaker's chair. The Congress party continued its demand, calling for a JPC into the Adani matter. As party units across the nation agitate against the Modi government, the BJP, meanwhile, did not hold back. The party staged a counter-protest outside Parliament, demanding an apology from Rahul Gandhi over his Modi surname remark, for which he was convicted for defamation. Remember, in 2019, right ahead of the elections, Rahul Gandhi had said that all those with the Modi surname are thieves. The BJP also called the former Congress MP a serial offender, accusing him of insulting OBCs, adding that he still has not apologized for questioning Indian democracy during his London visit. Rahul Gandhi sparked another row after he stated that he will not apologize for his remarks on the Modi surname, saying he is not a Savarkar but a Gandhi. The BJP has demanded an apology over this remark as well, while it has also created a divide between the Congress and Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, calling his remarks an insult in the Samana. Uddhav Thackeray's Sena has said that sympathy for Rahul Gandhi will only decrease. The faction has also said that it will skip the opposition meeting called by Mallikarjun Kharge. As the war of words escalates, reports suggest Rahul Gandhi has been sent a notice to vacate his official bungalow. He is also yet to appeal the verdict of the Surat court. So where is this fight headed? Does the Congress feel it can gain political capital and rally the opposition over the disqualification row? But most importantly, while Rahul Gandhi has a legal fight ahead of him, is it justified to derail Parliament?
माननीय सदस्य
नरेंद्र मोदी जी लोकतंत्र नहीं चाहते और बोलने की आजादी भी नहीं दे रहे हैं, और जो लोग सत्य बोलते हैं उनको जेल में डालने की पूरी उनकी कोशिश है।
दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि सदन की कार्रवाई को बार बार कांग्रेस के सदस्य चलने नहीं दे रहे हैं।
पिछड़ों का अपमान करने का, अपशब्द बोलने का काम ये राहुल गांधी जी और कांग्रेस पार्टी लगातार करती रही है। इनके काले कारनामे अब काले कपड़े, ये काले जादू तक जाने वाले हैं, क्योंकि काले कारनामे छिप नहीं पाए।
From now, an exclusive conversation with Congress MP Manish Tiwari. He'll be joining me shortly, but before that, a piece of breaking news coming in now. News 18 has now accessed notice to Rahul Gandhi to vacate his official bungalow. Notice says he's allowed to stay there till April 22nd. So a period of full 1 month being given to the Congress MP to vacate his house. And this notice has been sent by the Secretariat of the Lok Sabha, because that is the process that is followed. So what does it mean now? It's only escalating as far as his disqualification is concerned. Soon after his conviction, Rahul Gandhi was disqualified within a matter of 24 hours. And now a letter being sent by the Lok Sabha Secretariat that he must vacate his bungalow by April 22nd. We'll try and connect with a reporter to just get more details on this. But certainly a setback for Rahul Gandhi, as all the perks as a member of parliament, be it a home, telephone and other services, will now be ending. Pallavi, the question is, the Congress can very well appeal in the Supreme Court and everything can be put on stay, but that is not happening.
Well, they have to go to court for that, and once they go to court for that, they also have to wait for some kind of a relief coming in from either the Sessions High Court or the Supreme Court. But till then, what happens, this is a part of the natural process. You are disqualified as a member of parliament. Automatically, the perks you enjoy as a member of parliament also go away, which of course includes an official residence. But apart from that, for example, you get 34 free tickets to fly. That is also going to be taken away. You also get an allowance to maintain your staff. That also gets taken away. So these are the perks and advantages enjoyed by a member of parliament, which of course is going to be stripped off till he manages to find some kind of a relief.
Pallavi, this is a process that is followed, but the Congress party certainly will be seeing this as vindictive politics.
Oh yes, absolutely. And in fact, you're right, Maria. They'll also make the point that what is the hurry? Why is it that you immediately disqualify him? Why is it that suddenly within 2 to 3 days of being disqualified, you're also stripping him of his official residence? So, of course, the Congress party, I think in Parliament tomorrow, will club it all together saying that, look, he's been specifically targeted and he's also been the chosen one in terms of facing the heat and also the law being applied to him, while many other cases are there where people are given extensions and they're not asked to vacate the official residence for that matter.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for joining us. Joining me on the show, Ranjit Savarkar, who is the grandnephew of Veer Savarkar. Zafar Islam is the BJP spokesperson. We have Jyotimani, Congress MP, Dr. Shantanu Sen, TMC MP. Smita Prakash is the editor of ANI. Ranjit Savarkar, beginning with you, Shiv Sena has come out strongly against Rahul Gandhi's words. Even Uddhav Thackeray, in fact, Uddhav faction threatened that this could impact the relationship with the Congress. Did you expect such strong words from Uddhav Thackeray?
See, I welcome his stand on it and also strong words, but I doubt whether the strong words will have any effect on Rahul Gandhi's policies. So, it's just a gesture for me.
And why do you think Rahul Gandhi keeps on raking up Savarkar? This is an ideological fight as you see it, or there is more to it?
I don't see ideology has got anything to do with Rahul Gandhi. He is doing it for the pure power politics. He is trying to gain support from Muslim community. He is playing the caste politics, and that's why he is targeting Savarkar, because Savarkar is an ideologist of Hindutva. He is the originator of Hindutva, and Savarkar's Hindutva is not based on a religion. It has got to do, it is working with a nationalism. But because the word Hindu is there, he is trying to make Savarkar an object of his defamation tactics and all, and it's all his politics. So he want to divide the nation between Hindu and Muslims, and that's what he's doing.
Okay, but Ranjit Savarkar, how do you plan to take this up, in the sense that in a press conference Rahul Gandhi says that he will not apologize because he is not Savarkar, he is a Gandhi?
See, first of all, he is insulting somebody else, the whole Modi community, and he is connecting the apology. He himself has apologized twice in Supreme Court. So I think basically you should ask him, the media should ask him, he has already apologized in Supreme Court, and I challenge him again to show me a single paper where Savarkar has apologized to Britishers. All this is a mispropaganda, and this is a Goebbels technique. Goebbels was a minister of Hitler, information and broadcasting minister of Hitler. And it was his theory that you lie 100 times, then people will consider it is true. So that's why time and again he is talking about the apology of Savarkar, which Savarkar never committed. And while Gandhi has apologized twice in the Supreme Court, and I am telling the Nehru has apologized in 1921 in Naba. So why he is doing it? He is having a specific agenda. Otherwise, why Savarkar, what he did more than 100 years, is being again and again hit topic for him. He is having some agenda, that's why he is doing it. And as personally as I am concerned, I have already taken him to the court, and again for this matter, I am approaching the courts.
So,
The case is going on. Court has already issued him a notice through the other police. So I am sure he will have to appear there, and let's see whether he apologizes there or not. Because I am not going to leave the matter half-heartedly. He cannot go on targeting Savarkar for his own personal agenda.
so you are seeing this as a personal agenda. Jyotimani, here is Veer Savarkar's grandnephew, who is of the opinion that Rahul Gandhi doesn't know history and that Veer Savarkar never apologized. From where does that even come in? You have to unmute yourself, ma'am.
There are two letters in public domain. Everybody knows this is not something Rahul Gandhi ji invented and shared the Indian public. Goebbels knows them better because we are not Goebbels, we are Gandhis. So we don't know what Goebbels theory and all. We are Gandhis, we speak the truth. The party believes in the truth. The point is here is not Savarkar. The point is here, what is the connection between Mr. Narendra Modi and Adani? And where is this 20,000 crore invested in Adani shell companies? Whose money it is? While it's not generated by Adani company. The issues about corruption, when talking
No, but
about
you were
the
not
corruption,
talking about corruption or these issues in Parliament
present
today.
online.
You were not talking about that today.
Hello. Parliament was not running today because it continue completely.
Okay, before,
this complete
you know, because
session
Ranjit Savarkar has to
stalled by
leave.
the ruling party
Mr.
because they
Ranjit
get scared of
Savarkar,
Rahul
you
Gandhi.
heard what the Congress MP has to say. What will be your response?
Ma'am, I have already told you that I will not be participating in debate. I have proven it 100 times. The weekly named The Week, they have published an article in 2015, and they have apologized. The case has been tried out in the other court. So don't expect me to try to defend. I am going to sue Mr. Rahul Gandhi. I have already sued in one more case, and we'll see the matter. This is not a court where I am expected to prove my case again and again. But I am telling you, on one occasion, the ABP channel of Marathi, this one, they have apologized, and The Week, named The Week. It is the biggest English publication, and they have publicly apologized for the same allegations. And that we have proved it. So I am not going to argue any Congress MP who doesn't, and Rahul Gandhi is a Congress MP who doesn't understand the etiquettes of the language of writing letters. That, sir, I beg to remain your servant. This is a protocol which was observed by so many prime ministers, so many senior letters. You cannot just translate it. मैं आपका नौकर बनने की भीख चाहता हूँ. And that is what Rahul Gandhi is doing. So I am not going to defend all that, and I already told you, I have gone to the court, I am going again.
So you are essentially now suing
please
Rahul
excuse me,
Gandhi
ma'am,
again.
I have another
Ranjit Savarkar ji, thank you so much. Let me bring in Zafar Islam. Zafar Islam, how will the Parliament function?
Parliament will function if the opposition parties or opposition bench behave with responsibility. They must understand that business needs to be transacted. And
But you are also protesting.
taxpayers' money is being. No, the entire agenda of opposition, particularly the Congress party, is to disrupt the Parliament, not let the business be transacted, and somehow they feel that Rahul Gandhi is more important than the country, and the people of this great country needs all this legislation to be passed so that their benefits get accrued to those people. But unfortunately, the entire Congress party is focused only on Rahul Gandhi. Now somebody was talking about, or you talking about that, or your Pallavi was talking about that tomorrow notice has been sent, so tomorrow Congress party will again behave as if
but the
Rahul
fact
Gandhi
is,
a victim.
no,
They
but
must understand.
Smita Prakash, what we are
No.
seeing is also, I'm coming to you, Zafar Islam. I want an analysis on this, what's happening in Parliament. We are also seeing a united opposition. You know, the opposition, which was so far being seen as a divided house with multiple interests. You know, you had Akhilesh Yadav meeting Mamata Banerjee in one side. There was an Aam Aadmi Party, a KCR axis emerging on the other. Now the entire opposition is rallying behind Rahul Gandhi.
See, that's what I said, that the opposition
No,
bench
I
needs to
don't
understand
see it like
Rahul
that.
Gandhi is not important. It is the parliament. It is the parliament which is important.
Yes,
And
that was the question
parliament
for
should
Smita
function
Prakash.
because taxpayers'
Zafar
money is
Islam.
being invested.
That was the question for Smita Prakash. Please go ahead, Smita.
Okay. Sorry, Smita ji.
Okay, so Maria, my point on this is that it would have looked odd, awkward, and not kind on the part of other political parties not to object to Rahul Gandhi's expulsion from the parliament, right? So for the sake of, I think, image, or for the sake of propriety, they are standing with Rahul Gandhi on this issue. But will that translate into seat sharing, into electoral math when it comes to the different states which are going to polls this year and for 2024? I have my serious doubts whether it will be Rahul Gandhi. As far as Rahul Gandhi's managers are concerned, right now, yes, I see all the optics of wearing black and taking out placards and marching. It all makes good television. But then I think the managers have majorly miscalculated when they handed over Rahul Gandhi to Sam Pitroda, because the way I see it, all the gains of Bharat Jodo, political gains I mean, were all washed away by handing him over to Sam Pitroda and what he did there, because the BJP picked up the gauntlet which Rahul Gandhi threw in London, and what he did was he dissed Modi's government and Modi's style of governance in a foreign country. The BJP has carefully cultivated an image, a narrative about India being a vibrant democracy in this region, and that got a hit when Rahul Gandhi made all those comments. Now, Rahul Gandhi is a de facto prime minister candidate who by default is, being born into the Gandhi family. He gets a platform in all these countries, and because he's from the most famous family. So when he goes into these elite academia, Western academia and society and makes this claim, that has a resonance in foreign media, and the foreign media is anyway anti-Modi because Modi represents a right-wing government, a Hindutva-leaning government, which makes Western media, which is left-leaning, mighty uncomfortable. So right now, I think the BJP government has taken on Rahul Gandhi and it's all-out war. They are not ignoring him. They are making sure that they put him down in all respects. And as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, this really is a battle to win or lose at this stage.
Okay. And will it actually take it up all through 2024? That remains to be seen. But Dr. Shantanu Sen, for all the black cloth protest, and I can see you in a black shirt as well. Jyoti Mani is in a black shalwar kameez too. So the protest is only continuing. My question is that will this unity be short-lived? Dr. Sen.
First of all, I must tell you, yes, am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
First of all, I must tell you, TMC does not need to prove its anti-BJP attitude anymore.
Yes.
If there is any political party who takes BJP head-on in every anti-people issue, is All India Trinamool Congress. And statistics says that Trinamool Congress could defeat BJP in almost 99% elections in the recent past. Now let me tell you, it's not the protest in favor of any particular political party or any particular political person. It is the protest against the fascist, Hitlerly attitude of this Modi Shah Private Limited Company, this BJP-run central government. The way they are throttling the voice of opposition, the way they are censoring the parliamentary televisions, the way they are running away from the discussions on the burning issues of the country, the way they are avoiding discussions on the most burning problem, that is Modi-Adani financial scam, and the way they are taking steps against the opposition so vindictively. This is the protest against this fascist attitude of this BJP-run government. Let me tell you very clearly. Our stand of Trinamool Congress is very clear. One second.
Till the time the disqualification happened, Trinamool Congress was not standing with the rest of opposition over the Adani matter. You were not demanding a JPC.
Certainly not. Certainly not. We personally believe we have got our own political agenda, our own modus operandi. We believe that if JPC takes place, there will be a 31 members committee chaired by BJP, and majority of those members will be from BJP. So ultimately the judgment will be going in favor of BJP. So that's why we wanted a court monitored time bound investigation. And we were always shouting against this financial scam. Our stand is very clear. In a particular state, the party which has got the capability or credential to beat BJP politically, that particular political party in that particular state should be supported by all. If anyone is really interested to house BJP in the coming 2024 election, that is the stand of our party, which has been depicted by our leader.
You are saying that to the Congress even today, despite of standing with them over these protests, along with them, right? Do you continue with that stand?
Again I tell you, it is a protest against the fascist and Hitlerly attitude of BJP government. But Congress has to rethink once again. In Central, if anything happens to their leaders, they will start shouting at BJP. On the contrary, in our state of West Bengal, where Trinamool Congress is the only party which can defeat BJP, in our state of West Bengal, they will be holding hand of BJP to fight back Trinamool Congress.
Will all this show of unity be till the time the parliament session ends? Because if you look at the Trinamool Congress's stand, they are very clear that all that has to be about politics on the floor of the House. And as soon as the session ends, they will be going a different way from you.
See, before going to that point, I would like to compliment Ms. Smita Prakash. She would have been make a very good BJP spokesperson than any one of them. And also, I would like to tell her,
that's unfair.
Indian media is so friendly to Narendra Modi.
Why don't she is an analyst?
She's an analyst on my show.
I'm sorry.
And I would appreciate Jyotimani if you
you
not
will
make
not
any personal comments. No, please, no personal comments. No personal comments at all.
It is not a personal attack. The way you I have to mention this. You are not talking to Judge. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
You are making a personal
attack.
attack.
Second thing, Indian
Stay
media,
on course.
Foreign
I
media,
did not attack you.
See, you are making a personal attack on my leader. Then you deserve this.
Stay on
You are
track.
making a personal attack on my leader. Then you
You
deserve
are
this.
making a personal attack. Stay on track. Otherwise, do not talk out here. Maria, I will not let
When
us.
you do it, then you deserve it. Don't expect me to do or be quiet and meek when you do such kind of nonsense.
I've asked you a question, ma'am.
Talk about your political party.
thing,
Talk about your political party. Stay on line. Talk about your political party. Enough of attacking journalists. Just because your boss has done that in a press conference,
like
you can't do it on a TV debate.
Then receive the respect. Fine? Okay.
No, there were journalists
You speak
asking
like a
questions.
journalist,
The
then
press
speak like a
conference when Rahul
spokesperson,
Gandhi
like a
targeted
journalist.
journalists.
You speak. Don't tell me what to do about my
Second
job.
thing,
You do your job.
Yes.
You do your job.
But
Don't tell me how to do
you
my
don't
job.
teach us what my leader do. Okay, you do your job. You don't teach the Congress party and my leader and what we have to do. Okay.
I will do that. That's the job of the media. Your leader is your leader. He's not my leader. Okay. So stay your course. Stay your course.
You can be loyal to your leader, Mr. Modi, but doesn't mean that actually you can undermine my leader, right?
She is an analyst.
I is not my leader, nor is your leader. We don't have leaders in the media.
If it is
You
seen
stay
as
your
that.
course.
Maria, can I
Stay to
speak?
the point. Stay to
Maria,
the
can I
point.
speak?
I
Yes,
will not
Jyotimani,
let
30
her speak
seconds.
and insult
30
me like this
seconds.
on
Let me
TV.
get to the
30 seconds.
point.
Either
I will
her
answer
voice
my
or
question.
be
I want
put
to
down
expose
or
you
I
simply,
walk
that's
out of
it.
this debate.
Yes, 30 seconds you have to make
Maria?
your point, Jyotimani.
You can walk out. You feel free to do
No,
that. I have
please,
no
no,
problem.
ma'am. This
Just
is my
share
debate.
my
I decide what will be the
Maria,
tone and tenor, and what you are
keep
saying
quiet.
is not
Who are you to
acceptable.
talk?
You are not. What you are saying is not acceptable, ma'am.
You don't interfere here. That is your problem, Maria. When she doesn't talk like a journalist, then you didn't intervene.
No,
so it's my
let her
responsibility
speak
to
the
do
way
your
she
job,
wants,
then I
ma'am.
don't need to do
No,
it.
ma'am. I
Who's
respect you
talking
just
like a
as
journalist?
any
How
other
a journalist
journalist.
talks? You are nobody to decide how a
Then I
journalist
cannot
talks.
speak whatever the way I want. What is this? Huh?
You are nobody to decide
second
how a
point I would
journalist
like
is
to
to
make.
speak.
All
You
right,
are
I think
nobody
we'll
to
end this
criticize
discussion
my
now.
leader and the
Smita
guys are
Prakash,
the
Dr.
journalists,
Shantanu Sen,
right?
Jyotimani
You just
and
tell
Sayyid
your-
Zafar Islam. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And joining me now is our big newsmaker, Mr. Manish Tiwari, a member of Parliament of the Congress Party and also a lawyer. Mr. Tiwari, you're also in a black shirt. The protest certainly seems to be continuing inside and outside the Parliament as well. What exactly is the Congress Party waiting for? the view is that you should have, there is this view that perhaps you are waiting for the Supreme Court to decide on Lakshadweep MP's plea for restoration of his membership, which will be some kind of a trial balloon for Rahul Gandhi, and then only you'll be going in for appeal. What really explains this delay?
Well, Maria, I would request you not to extrapolate conjectures and try and piece them together to create some kind of, I won't even call it legal fiction, but fiction. As I understand, Mr. Gandhi's legal team is seized of the judgment. It's a 168 or 170-page judgment in Gujarati. Obviously, getting it translated takes time because it is not only a word-to-word translation, but to get the nuance also right. And obviously, they will go and approach the Court of Appeal, which is the Court of Sessions in this particular instance, in order to ensure that this conviction and sentencing is set aside.
Okay, Rahul Gandhi at present stands disqualified. The sense from the Election Commission is that they could even announce a by-poll. That would certainly put the Congress party in a fix. There are also the voices within the legal fraternity which say that post-conviction disqualification is given. It is almost immediate. So then why is the Congress party not seeking a legal remedy?
Well, that's an erroneous position in law, and let me explain it to you. Article 102(1)(e) very clearly states that in case a person is convicted and sentenced for a period of 2 years or more, he would be disqualified. That power of disqualification does not lie with the Lok Sabha Secretariat or even the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. It lies under Article 103 of the Constitution with the President of India, and the President of India has to exercise that power in consultation with the Election Commission, whose recommendation would be binding upon the President. So therefore, unlike where cabinet decisions or the advice of the cabinet is binding on the President, in this particular instance, when it comes to disqualification of a member of parliament, it is the advice of the Election Commission which is binding on the President. So therefore, the order passed by the Lok Sabha Secretariat is per se illegal, and it does not stand the test of constitutionality. And let me explain it how this situation came about. In 2013, when the Supreme Court in Lily Thomas decided to take away the protection which was available to elected representatives, that in case they get convicted, the moment they file an appeal, till the time the appeal process is not over, they can continue to be members of whichever house, parliament or the state legislatures. The Supreme Court in Lily Thomas took away that power or struck down 8-4, saying that it is excessive use of parliament of its own part. But they did not touch 8-3. And so therefore, what does 8-3 says? It says that a member shall be disqualified. It does not say that a member stands disqualified. 8-3 was not reinterpreted by the Supreme Court, even in Lily Thomas. So what does that mean? It means when you say shall be, it means a process will be followed. And that process is Article 102 and 103 of the Constitution of India, which was not followed in this in this particular case. So for anyone to argue that post-conviction disqualification is an automatic process is an erroneous view in law. Number two, 8-3 envisages that two conditions have to be fulfilled: conviction and sentence. In this, and both those conditions have to run contemporaneously. In this particular instance, the court which convicted Shri Rahul Gandhi for 2 years, which in our view is an erroneous conviction, suspended the sentence and gave him 30 days to appeal. So even the two ingredients of Section 8.3 of the Representation of Peoples Act 1951, which would have set the disqualification into motion, do not stand fulfilled. And therefore, the tearing hurry that within 24 hours of the Gujarat court pronouncing the judgment, suspending the sentence, giving Shri Rahul Gandhi 30 days to appeal, Parliament, the Secretariat of Parliament went ahead and notified his disqualification, which, in my estimation, is per se an illegal order.
Since you're saying that the Speaker's decision is erroneous and illegal, my question is, Mr. Tiwari, is the authority of Speaker the final one in this case?
No, it is not. Insofar as disqualification of members of Parliament is concerned, and I would commend that you and your viewers actually read the article which the former Secretary General of the Lok Sabha, Mr. PDT Achari, has written in today's Hindu. I think it explains the legal position explicitly. And Mr. PDT Achari, who was Secretary General of the Lok Sabha for a very long time, argues that the power of disqualification does not lie with either the Lok Sabha Secretariat or, for that matter, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. It only lies with the President of India, and that's the correct position in law.
Okay. Tell me, okay, now I'm going to shift focus to the politics of it. The BJP is saying that what is playing out right now is also the internal differences in the Congress party. INB minister and a BJP leader, Mr. Anurag Thakur, has said that there seems to be some kind of well-planned conspiracy within the Congress to get rid of Rahul Gandhi. There is also a view that the Congress wants to make the best of it because the Karnataka elections are not very far and Rahul Gandhi can be presented as a martyr on what clearly and purely is a judicial issue.
Well, first of all, if somebody wants to raise a ghost and then slay it and call himself a Superman, I do not think I would like to dignify his comments with a rebuttal because they're outrightly absurd, for the lack of a better word. Number two, there is no conspiracy out here. The fact is that a member of Parliament's membership of the House, a House to which he was elected by the people of his constituency, Wayanad in this instance, has been taken away by a process and a procedure which per se does not meet the test of law. So therefore, it is not about Shri Rahul Gandhi alone. You can tomorrow file a case against any member of Parliament or any MLA, get it fast-tracked, and eventually, if there is a conviction, take away his membership. And that's why the lawmakers had very correctly put in that caveat, that safeguard in 8.4 in order to safeguard elected representatives from malicious prosecution. And therefore, under those circumstances, it is important that we revisit the Lily Thomas judgment, and we need to reinstate that safeguard. And moreover, when the Election Commission in the Lok Prahari matter in 2018 had argued that disqualification is imminent or automatic after conviction, the Supreme Court recorded the Election Commission's observations but did not render a finding on it. Moreover, the Supreme Court in para 16 of that judgment clarified that if a court of appeal was to stay the conviction and the sentence, the act of disqualification would get automatically wiped out. So, therefore, under those circumstances, the moot point is when the Surat court gave 30 days to Mr. Gandhi to file an appeal, suspended his sentence, what was the tearing hurry to take away his membership the very next day?
Yes, and that's a question that is being asked repeatedly by not just the Congress but other members in opposition as well. My last question to you, sir. You're one of those MPs who have been raising voice regularly against defamation. You have said that there is a need to review defamation and raise the bar for disqualification because of the political environment that we are in, and with all kind of speeches being seen as hate speeches. What does it actually mean for the political class going ahead, particularly with the battle lines so sharply drawn?
Well, it's not a question about the political class alone. I think it has more to do with people like you who are in the public space 24 into 7. Now, tomorrow, if you make a comment on air or you write something which somebody does not like, and in some faraway place they file a defamation case against you, right? The process itself becomes the punishment. Traveling all the way to that particular court in order to first secure bail and then argue your matter. And that's why in 2013, when I was INB minister, I had very strongly argued that defamation is a civil offense. It should be decriminalized. But unfortunately, those people who were in the opposition then and whose support we required in order to see that Section 499 and 500 are actually deleted from the Indian Penal Code, their support was not forthcoming. Unfortunately, some of them are dead and gone, and it's not good to talk about people who are no longer in this world. But I can say this with the fullest sense of responsibility that I believed it then and I believe it now, that defamation is a civil wrong. In fact, the law of torts in this country on defamation needs to be tightened, but the criminal aspect needs to be taken away. And I think the time has come for the Supreme Court, in an appropriate case, to read down Section 499 and 500 of the Indian Penal Code, just as they read down Section 377 of the IPC and decriminalized same-sex relationships.
All right, Manish Tiwari, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.